Everyone thinks I'm crazy because I'm telling everyone to consume magnesium all the time whenever they're on a low carb or keto diet. The reality is, I want to give you 5 solid reasons why you should be taking in some form of magnesium to at least replenish what's getting depleted on a keto diet. Here's the thing, on a keto diet, you end up losing a lot of water. Okay, you hold approximately 3 grams of water for every 1 gram of carbohydrate in your body. So naturally, when the carbohydrates are coming out of your body, a lot of the water is too. At first, that sounds like a good thing, but the negative side of that is that along with the water comes our precious minerals, okay? Our body's electrical system, neurochemical, neuroelectricity, everything there is what we need, and we can't function without it. So we gotta put it back somehow. All right, so that's what I wanna address in this video. I'm gonna give you 5 reasons why magnesium is one of your best friends on a keto diet. You are tuned into the internet's leading performance, nutrition, and fat loss channel with new videos on Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday at 7 a.m. Pacific time. But quite frankly, we post just about every day, so always stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button and also hit that little bell icon so that you know whenever I post a new video or go live. Also, I wanna make sure you check out my friends over at Thrive Market. There's a link down in the description, you can check them out. So literally you can get groceries cheaper than you would at the grocery store, but delivered right to your doorstep. I also have my keto and fasting boxes, which literally have the groceries that I handpicked put into a box or a package that you can get from Thrive, so check them out. The first thing I wanna address is the sleep issue, okay? When you're on a keto diet, you may notice you don't sleep as well. Okay, a lot of times it's simply because without the carbohydrates, you don't have the insulin that allows serotonin to get into the brain and ultimately convert into melatonin to help you fall asleep. So it ends up becoming a little bit of a nightmare, no pun intended, for a lot of people. So how do you combat this? Well, magnesium is one of the best ways. Okay, see, magnesium binds to a GABA receptor. So magnesium actually turns on the relaxing portion of our brain, literally helps us just chill out, but it also activates the parasympathetic nervous system. So it helps you just chill out in general. Sympathetic nervous system makes you amped up, fight or flight. Parasympathetic is what you want when you're relaxed. Okay, the next one is the keto breath. Okay, this is something that I hear from women a lot, right? They're like, my husband's doing keto, I can't stand his breath, I don't even want to kiss him, it's horrible. And it's not something that anyone wants to deal with. Keto breath is not fun, but it does go away. But in the interim, what you can do is make sure you're upping your magnesium. You see, keto breath is usually caused by an influx of sulfur compounds. Sulfur compounds don't just give you a rotten egg smell, they can do a lot of different things and just give you halitosis to a lot of different degrees. So by increasing your magnesium to 500 to 800 milligrams per day, you can combat this simply because magnesium will neutralize those sulfuric compounds and make life a little bit easier, at least for your spouse. The next thing is going to be cramps. Okay, so a lot of times I talk to people that go into the gym when they're on a keto diet and they don't even feel like they're actually getting a good workout because their muscles cramp up before anything. And we automatically assume that we're dehydrated. Okay, just because our muscles cramp doesn't mean that we're dehydrated. I mean, it does, but to some degree, it also just means our electrolytes are out of whack. So what ends up happening when we look at the muscle tissue, magnesium helps with this ion transportation. Okay, so if the ions can transport through, then we can allow other minerals to get through too. So we allow magnesium to get in, we allow sodium, we allow potassium. It's opening up that gateway, and magnesium is critical to that. So if you're suffering with just sort of a debilitating cramp in the middle of the night or when you're in the gym, increasing your magnesium is what you're gonna wanna do. Again, 500, 800 milligrams, you'll be solid. Next up is the one that people don't talk about a lot, and that's the fact that you end up having a hard time going to the bathroom. Okay, constipation is something that's a real deal, and it sucks because if you're not going to the bathroom, your gut bacteria is not balanced and you have all kinds of toxins flowing around. So you gotta go to the toilet, all right? The reality is magnesium relaxes those smooth muscles in your intestinal tract. So if you're someone that's just anxiety prone, a lot of times those muscles will be really tight. And you need to relax those muscles so that everything can move on through. But the other side of the equation is when you're dehydrated or your minerals are out of whack, you don't have that osmosis effect, okay, that osmotic effect of the actual water being drawn into the colon. So a stool softener, for example, has an osmotic effect, okay? Even a suppository has an osmotic effect. The whole idea is it's drawing water into the colon. Well, magnesium has a powerful osmotic effect that can draw that water in. So again, upping it to 500, 800 milligrams of just like a dimagnesium malate or a glycinate or something that's just not super fast acting like Epsom salt, and you'll be in good shape. The last one that I want to touch on is one that's super important, but it's more scientific, so I saved it for last. And that is for ATP production. ATP, adenosine triphosphate, is our energy system within our bodies. If we don't have ATP, we don't live, we don't function. So what happens is when we're on a keto diet, something called gluconeogenesis upregulates, meaning we're breaking down more proteins and other tissues into carbohydrates. Yeah, you heard me right. We break down protein into carbohydrates. Well, the issue is we need magnesium for that process to occur. So in order for us to actually create ATP from gluconeogenesis, we have to have that molecule be bound to a magnesium, okay? So we have to have that ATP binding to a magnesium ion in order to ultimately create energy. So we can't get a good workout in unless we have magnesium. It goes far beyond just the muscle cramps, the constipation, and the sleep. We literally cannot function without it. So if there's one mineral that you need to get in, aside from salt, of course, it's going to be magnesium. So as always, make sure you're keeping it locked in here on my channel. If you have ideas for future short, punchy videos like this, put them down in the comment section below, and I'll see you soon.